Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Fun Friday. Happy Would You Been Friday. I love my new schedule, everybody. I truly do. This way, everybody's getting what they need, their attention. Okay, let's put some gloves on because we're going to make a mess. We're going to make a mess. Actually, and I need my little... Ooh, I need a cup of water. Oh no, I have some here. I think I want more. Hang on, everybody. I need some water. Water, water, water. I'm back. Just needed some water. Some water, water, water. And I gotta close my door because my little guys will come in here. My little guys. We don't want my little stinkers in here. What is this saying to me? Okay. Okay. Watch and be careful. So welcome everybody to Nana's Homemade Decor. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, I welcome you. And I hope you'll love this, what we're doing today. If you're a silent watcher, I double welcome you and hope that you'll come in and say hello. Come in and say hello. And just to let the YouTube people know, if you've never seen this, because we did this a couple days ago and it's in the process of drying, but we did a whimsical clock with an Alice in Wonderland theme. Now she's not fully finished. I need to finish her and add some flowers to her and add a little more paint to her, and she's cute. She is thoroughly cute. All right, so we have an adorable little cart, basket. It's not a wagon. It's like a cart of some sort. And the handle moves, which is cool. Not sure if I'm going to paint this gold yet, but it's a thought in my mind. But we are going to add some trim all the way around. All the way around. Here's the trim we're going to be using, and this is a woodubend trim, one of their beautiful trims, and it is $21.69. So if you purchase them, you will see that you get two from every not every single one of their items comes in two, but I will say like 95% you get two of every item that you purchase, which is a good thing. All right, what do I want? All right, I'm gonna try something. Let me grab my sponge, my little spongy. I don't remember what I did with it last time in using the sponge, but the sponge might work and it may not. And it may not. So we're going to add a sponge, and no, I don't want that one. I want the pointy one. And we're going to get our pointy brush to see which one works better. All right, you guys, do it elbow. And I am going to stain these, which is something that I've just recently learned to do. And we're going to use the Dixie Belle Tobacco Road stain. And I use this one for my grandmother's coffee table, and it works wonderful. And when I did her table, I had to use I had to do 2, maybe 3 coats of it, but it worked great. It worked wonderful. So this is what I used for Graham's table, and as you can tell, I'm sure you can see that it was really good. So I'm hoping, because it's a sponge, it will get in there really good. Now this piece was already used previously, so I'm going to try to restain it and give it a different, because it was painted, I might not be able to use it. I might have to just use it for something else. But I've got plenty. I've got 3 of these things. So, all right, let's get busy. Let's get busy. And I'm just going to put these girls aside. I might try it with one of the little ones just to see if it'll work. But I kind of don't think it's going to. I got to trust my common sense. Common sense says, no, it's not going to work. All right, so just kind of want to like spread it in there a little bit. And it's not going to work. It's not working because it's a sponge. It's not that it's not working. This is a sponge. So I think it would be better, like it's getting it, but it's only getting the top portions of it. And I want the whole thing to be covered. So, no sponge. No sponge. It's all about learning how to do it the right way. All right, now the only thing is, like these 2 are full of paint. All right, so I'm going to use 2 paper plates because hopefully this will work. I'm going to put a little bit of the tobacco road stain in here. Not too much because I'm sure it's concentrated where it can be super used. And let's get these girls out of the way. So we got a flat surface here. Maybe this way a bit. This way I can get my whole, not the whole brush, but the whole tip portion of the brush completely saturated. Oh yes, much better, much better. Now, the only thing, because this is a stain, it might take it really dark. I've never done it like this with a brush. So this is my experiment. It must be experiment week because I've been trying a bunch of different things all week long. But if you didn't see my little whimsical clock, somebody tell me and I'll pop it up again. Let's see what you all are saying here. Good morning, Lilo. I hope I said your name right. Oh, okay. Be careful. Be careful. All right, so I'm just going to keep doing this. And I'm trying to pull the stain so it's not saturated in stain. I'm just going to do 1, and then I'll lift it up so everyone can see it. The nice thing about the pointy brush is it helps it to get in between all the little crevices. And then we'll put a pigment on top to highlight and enhance the top portions of it. And I'm going to go with the lemon gold pigment. I'm just trying to make sure I get every little crevice. And then once I get it, I'm trying to think, maybe I should have just glued it on and then stained it all together. Only thing is, I don't want to mess up the some of the black portions of it, because I'm really thinking I'm going to paint my black a gold. and then make an elegant piece out of it. All right, so here it is, completely stained, and it looks kind of dark, a bit darker than root beer brown. Now, the only thing is that, like, when you're using stains, it's good to, like, stain it and then wipe it off, which is not going to be possible. And I don't want to hold it because they're so delicate, not super delicate. And if it does break, I can go back and just paste it together and paint it, and you won't even be able to tell that I broke it. So I'm putting my brush like this, smushing it like a ducky face to help get the moisture out of it. And it's doing it just right for me. Just right. Awesome. All right, I got it. I might try to wipe it off a little bit with a little wipey to see if it'll lighten it a tiny bit. I just kind of want to like play with it and see what it's going to do. Now, if you look at my little tray, I put a little squirt of the stain in it, and it didn't, I hardly used any of it. Let's put it that way. And as you can see, I'm just like pulling a little bit of it and then smushing it so that I'm not putting too much. So if you're new here, I hope you give me a follow and follow. We do have fun here, and I'm only here on Fridays. This is my woodubend Friday. Specifically for Facebook and YouTube. If any other platform wants to see me, they can come see me through my link. And you know what? I forgot to send it over to Instagram. I try to make sure that I put a post out for every platform. And any platform that you go to, you will be able to find me. Anyway, sorry about that. You will be able to find me under Nana's Homemade Decor without an issue, no matter what platform you go to. If you want to know who is this lady, I've been decorating homes and stuff like this for 6 years now. This is my 6th year. Thoroughly love it. So it's obviously making this paper plate stain. So I just want to go around and look, make sure I got all the little crevices, make sure I didn't miss anything. So we got 2 pieces now. See that? And you just put them together like this. Pretty, huh? Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, let's open another one. let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're only going to need 4 of these. Oh, and I did want to try that one little piece I took out too. Here it is. I'm just curious to see if it will do something to it, even though I've already had it painted with something else, from something else. I took it off of, I don't know what I did or why I have that, but I do have it from a different project. It must have come off, or I took it off or something, who knows. Or maybe I made too many, who knows. Who knows, who knows. All right. All right, so we're gonna put the painted piece on as well as the other one. And we're gonna get all this stain into everybody before we glue them all on. Oh wow, it will stain it, but it's a bit different. It does look different. It doesn't, it's not taking it like it did for the other piece. So I won't be using it because it looks totally different. Totally different, and I don't really care for it. So I'll just let it dry overnight and then just repaint it when I'm ready to use it for something else. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I won't use it for this piece because of the way it does look. It looks good, just a different good. It's a different good. Whoops. See that? It doesn't look bad, it's just a different look. Okay? But I'm not going to use it because that's not what I'm looking for. All right, so let's get back on here. Get these girls finished. And I'm thinking, here comes my airplane. My husband, he's got a new electric car. It sounds weird. What? Hang on. What's wrong? Sorry about that, everybody. Just lock your door, Audrina. Ay, ay, ay. She's getting ready for work. Okay. It's interesting. This one looks lighter for some reason. Okay, let's see. Oh, there it goes. Probably just the way. I'm like, I forgot I had the fan on. Might have to get some more stain out. Oh, you guys can't even see. I just realized that. I'm sorry. There you go. Much better, huh? Much, much better. Much better. The paper plate looks like a big mess. But I want to stain all of them, and then I'm going to go back and see if I can use my wipe, like a lot of people do, and try to wipe a smidge off of it to see what kind of a look it gives to me, if it lightens it a smidge. And if not, I'm going to leave it the way it is. I really don't mind. Yeah, I definitely am going to need some more stain. Definitely. Especially because we've got one more to do. I'm figuring I may need to use possibly 5, but maybe not. I'm not sure yet. All right, let's get some more stain on here. A few more drops in my little. And I try not to put too much of anything in, you know, when I'm doing stuff, and slowly work at it. There we go. And then I always go back and double check to make sure that I've got every portion of it stained like I want to. Interesting. Well, I guess it's total YouTube today because nobody on FB is there. I don't care. I really don't. It's like, it's their loss, not mine. All right, so I got that really good. I just want to like brush off the little bit of excess. So what I'm finding is that squishing my brush like this kind of like helps to give it a dry brush. Get all the excess moisture out. But it is a bit dark, but maybe when I finish it, it'll look better. I love it though. I love the look. The look. All right, one more. Let's do one more. And then we will dry these girls off. And I just have a tiny bit, as you can see, so I'm just slowly working at it. Take your vitamins, mija, all of them. My granddaughter lives with me. Little reminders from Grandma. Got 3 little tiny pieces left, but I need a little bit more. Just a smidge more. definitely staining the paper plate. It definitely is. The purpose of the pointy brush too is to help get in between all the little crevices, so that's kind of nice. And when you're painting it, like certain colors, it gets in between there really good. Very, very good. But I do like picking it up because it helps me to get in between the little pointy portions. So let's try, while this is drying, and brush off a little bit with the wipey. See what it does. If it does something, great. If it doesn't, it's no biggie. No biggie. Trying to make sure I don't miss any little spots. There's so many little details on this guy. My little beauty queen over here. And for me, I love vintage a lot. So it's awesome because it adds that little plain look and raises it up into an elegant look and gives it a completely different vibe. And I like making everything myself. I don't like going and buying containers that are already prepped and ready for you. I like to buy something that's not completely ready and then do my thing. Do my thing. Okay, so I got one little tiny corner right here that needs a smidge of stain. All right, let's see if I got it. I did. All right, so here's our last piece. Now we're gonna take a wipey right now and try to wipe off some of the stain a little bit. I wanna see how well it does. And I'm not gonna get rid of this just in case we need one more piece of it. Just in case. So I'm gonna keep my two little stinky pads. Put them over here for now. Just in case. Now, the only thing about the wipes, I know for sure I'm not going to be able to get between all those little crevices. But if I can get some of them, that'll be great. I just don't want to put... Oh, it's so hot in here, everybody. All right, so I'm going to leave it flat on the board because if I pick it up and do it, it might make it bend or something, and I don't want to do that to it.
Bye.
Bye, sweetheart. Hey, there's food Grandpa just bought. Take it.
Well, I just got that for, so it's fine.
Okay, I love you. Young kids. Sorry about the little interruption. My baby's having a hard time right now. Okay, so you can tell it's cleaning it off and taking some of the darkness away from it. And I actually do like it. It's not as dark. And then, of course, we're going to add a pigment to it. But let me show you the difference between the two. See that? Can you tell? One's darker, one's a little lighter. This is the lighter one, and I do like it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of them. Going ahead, go for it. And then we are going to glue her to our little board, to actually it's not a board, it's some kind of an adorable container that we're going to make her look more prettier than she already is. And they're not going to be perfect. You know, like not every single one is going to look exactly the same. This one looks a little bit darker still. I think what I like to do a lot of times is I'll use a Q-tip to get in between stuff. I don't use them for my ears, not really. I'm just kidding. But the thing is that you can use a Q-tip to get in between those little crevices, and it works great to soak up all that excess stuff that you don't want on your pieces. Just the little crevices. All right, and it barely got dirty. So you see that? It barely got dirty taking stuff out, but it did clean out some of the little extra. Getting rid of the extra. And these boards that it came on actually give it a lot of support when I'm doing this. So that's a nice thing. Very nice thing. Then it kind of gives it a little bit of a washed out look. A little bit more washed out. See that? It looks better. I really like it. All right, so there's those two. That one. I think I need to wipe this one down a little bit more. Just right here at the top portions of it. Oh yeah, that did it. That did it. Just wanted it to be a little bit more closer to lightening it up a little bit so it doesn't look super dark. Looks like darker than a root beer brown. All right, one more little guy. Sometimes if I just wrap it around my finger, it helps to get the moisture. But hold the moisture in, but also allows me to rub it easier. I'm just trying to hold it so I don't end up breaking it. But like I said, even if I do break it, it won't make a difference. I can still glue it together and repaint it, touch-ups of it, and it'll still look beautiful. because that's the magic of woodubend. All right, so we are good. I'm going to take these gloves off because I don't want to stain something else wrong. No excess whatever here, so we're good. All right, I'm going to take these off because I don't want to have glue or something else sticking somewhere that I don't want it to be. And okay, so if you didn't see it, here's our little container that we're gonna doll up and make look adorable. But my thought now is, so I was thinking maybe I should stain the other part of it, but I don't even need to. Look at that. It like matches it just right. See that? I just love it. All right, so I got to figure out how many extra. 1, 2. Right there, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 2 right there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 sides of it. Okay, so my brain's like calculating what I need to do and cut here. Okay, so 1 side and 2 here. Okay, so in order for you to, oh my God. It was my son now. So you need to take a heat tool, a really good one, but at the same time, if you don't have it and you really want to use this for something in your home or whatever, you don't need them. You can just get a hair dryer and it will do the same thing. But you see that? You see what I just did? All I did was warm it up, and now you could wrap that around a glass. See that? So I'm going to cut it right here. The other thing is, if I didn't have, let's say I have nothing. I have no X-Acto knife. I don't have a heat tool, and I want to do this. All you got to do is use your hair dryer, warm it up a little bit, and use your scissors. I'll do the next one with my scissors, okay? So I'll show you that you can use scissors. You don't have to have this. And then get a little piece of, oh, and I need a stronger one. Not this little guy, he's too soft. And I usually have them right here next to me, but I guess I moved it. I guess I moved it. I need a stronger one to soften that part, but at the same time, get part of it off too. All right, so I'm just gonna sand it down a little here. And I am gonna have to stain this little section that I just took off. Otherwise it'll look funny. And I do want it to look all the same. So this little tiny piece is nice and smooth. I just need to stain it a little bit. And this little part we will probably going to use as well somewhere. So I'm just going to soften it and get it ready for wherever we end up using it. But isn't that funny? It looks like a little church. Look at that. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so these need to be stained a smidge. You see, that's why I didn't throw away my thing. All right, so I'm going to put a drop, literally, that off there. And take a small paintbrush, not 2, 1. And just stain her up here. Okay, so she's ready. And this is going to be one side right here. And this one, we're going to fix her up too right now, so we don't have to worry about her. And I'm going to put my new set of gloves on because I don't want this stuff all over me. I don't. All right, so. And I am going to need more of it. I just thought of that. Let's see. Just that corner. 2. All right, so we are going to have to do the other 2 as well. Because 1.5, something like that. 2 off, so we want another little church. Okay. The more you warm it up, the more flexible it becomes. It kind of is like playing with Play-Doh. And of course, the thinner it is, the easier it is for it to get real flexible as well. All right, so here's my piece. You see that? She's totally rounded and ready to go. Hi, Miss Helen. So now this time I'm going to use my scissors. Okay, see that? I can cut it with my scissors. That's how easy it is to use this stuff. All right, where'd I put it? Where'd you go? Okay, and then we're going to fix our other little piece. Soften her up a little bit. And then stain it as well. I don't know where everybody's at, Miss Helen. You're my first surprise visitor. That's okay though. Not an issue. All right, so I am gonna add another drop in here because I didn't realize I needed more than that. Whoops. First I did a tiny drop. This time I did too big of a drop. It's all right though. And just restain this part that needs to be fixed. I'll put her next to the other one. And then restain this part as well. Oh, and I just noticed a portion I didn't get as well. Ouch. I guess using a little tiny paintbrush might have been better too, because I just noticed some little spots I missed. All right. She's good. Okay. We're going to put our little 2 cathedrals to the side. There's 2 of them. Because we might use them. I might be able to use them on the other portion, so I'm not worried about it. All right. And then this part is going to go just like that, 2 sides. So here's our container again, and one is going to go on the long side and the short side. Hopefully I did this right. All right, so it's not going to go edge to edge perfectly, because if I did it like that, I'd end up cutting right between the thing. But okay, so let's put this girl to the side. Now let's put some glue on her and get her ready to go. All right, I want to do this so that you guys can see it. So let me flip this first. Just like that. And grab some more gloves. Where'd I put them? Oh, they're right next to me, knucklehead. Knucklehead! All right, so this is the Posh Chalk woodubend glue that we use. You don't have to use it. You can use Tight Bond Quick and Thick. I know I just said that wrong. No, I did say it right. But when they came out with this, I love it. I love it so much more. Shoot. Why? Because, did I spill it? Nope. It's thinner. It's not super thick, but it does the same job. Does the same thing, just thinner. Not so crazy thick. And then you can use a paintbrush. You can use your fingers, whatever. You don't have to put the glue here. You can put it on your piece that you're going to be using. It's pretty much all your preference. The glue does dry clear, but I still try to clean it up regardless. Regardless. All right, so we got our pieces set and ready to go here. Now, no, I'm not going to. I was going to put a little extra glue on my piece, but this kind of wood, whatever it is, it's so like, I don't know what it's made out of, but it's a different kind of wood, and it's super cool. I like it. Turn this guy around here so I can put it closer to me. We're gonna need this again, so I don't want to get rid of it. I just want it next to me for the next batch. And then the next piece, what you're gonna do is you're gonna activate your glue by warming it up. Hi, Greg. So you don't really need a whole lot of it. Look what I found, Greg. And then you're going to just press it down where you want it. To escalate our beauty. And push it down. I'm pushing it all the way down to the bottom of it. Now remember, the glue dries clear, but I still will clean it up regardless. No matter what, I always clean up my glue. All right, so I got it pretty much. Now, what I want to do is now flip it this way so you guys can see really good. Rehit it with the heat tool to activate it even more so it helps it stick. And then what you want to do is press it down. No, you stand up, mister. And you want to press down every section of it. And now what you're going to notice is when you're pressing it down, all the glue starts seeping out all over again. See that? And that's okay, because That's just making sure and telling you it's completely adhered to your surface. And let me tell you, you could put woodubend on anything. You could put it on plastic, pottery, glass, of course, wood on wood, you know. You can put it on anything you want to pretty much. I put it on, I do bottle art sometimes, and I put it on the bottles. The only difference is, for me, some people put it on one side of the bottle, not both sides. And for me, I like doing it on both sides because I want it to be clean all the way around. I always think, you know, when you go to a store, you don't see something half created. It's created in goodness all the way around. Okay, so when my glue does this, and I can still see it sticking out, and there's little tiny crevices like this, I'll just take a spritz of water on my paintbrush and just go in and use your paintbrush to clean it up a little bit more. Because some of these little tiny crevices that you see, it's hard to get the Q-tip in there. Not easy, but it'll still work. And like I said, even though it dries clear, I still want it cleaned up. That's just me. And the rest of it can dry by itself. All right, so I'm going to hit it one more time with the heat tool. And press it down one more time because I want to make sure it's good. It's like the just right size for this little box, the whole trim. And now what you'll notice is that more glue is seeping out. But you know what? Like I always say, I don't care. I'd rather the glue seep out so that I know for sure that it's adhered to the surface than all of a sudden it pop off. And I know it's not going to because I won't let it. Okay, so we go from this side, you see that, to now this side. And look at how beautiful it made our box or our container. I don't know what you would call this. You know what it reminds me of, Greg? Aside from the handle, it reminds me of a greenhouse. That's just popped into my head. It reminds me of a greenhouse. But I love it. Okay, so let's do the other side now. And I'm not worried about it. I know you're like, you're going to smash it. But it's really not even touching it because of the bar right here at all. All right, so same thing. I'm going to take the two pieces, add the glue, and flip her over and do the same thing all over again. And then the other side, I'm not sure if I want to put the whole piece all the way around. But let's see. Let's see what it does. I definitely will have to restain it. Here, let me put this here. This way you guys can see what I'm doing. And you see that? The glue is so thin that you don't need more than that. Because all of you saw me do it the first time, and that was all I used, this one little strip all the way through. Now, I don't normally stain woodubend. Usually I paint it, but I've decided to get creative. So I'm staining it now and doing other things with it. Because I want to see how much I can do, you know, and right now it's endless. I'm just having fun with it. It's endless. And like I said, I love making my own containers or buying the containers from the Goodwill and refurbishing them and then putting my things together. Floral arrangements or a wreath if I can use the product for a wreath. Oh my God, Greg, you have to see what I did. And it is going to be for a wreath, but I haven't finished it yet. I'm waiting for the clay to dry. I decided to play with clay for the first time. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so until I actually activate the glue, I'm okay. I can like let it sit there for a minute. All right, so all of you that didn't see this, We did a whimsical clock, an Alice in Wonderland whimsical clock. See that? Now I'm not finished with her because one thing, the clay is not completely dry because the thicker the clay, the longer it takes to dry. But I need to add some flowers around her and da-da-da-da-da. And then I got to look to see how they did it, but they put it in a wreath, or you could use it in a swag. Just a totally different look, and that's what we like to do. We like to do something completely different. Right, Greg? We like different. The more different, the more fun. All right, so I'm going to go this way first. Oh, wait, did I activate it? I don't remember if I did. I probably did. All right, so you want to activate your glue, then add your piece. And I like these because they just like latch right into each other. See that? And then again, same thing. We're going to warm it up again. Push it down. And if you didn't see this, okay, here's a little piece that I have. Here's a piece of woodubend. It's completely hard. See that? It's not moving anywhere. So if you just popped in, let me show you. You warm it up. As you can tell, this piece has been painted. And it turns into Play-Doh. Now this is a bit thicker than this one, so of course the thicker it is, the longer it takes to warm up. See that? It's already straightening it out just from me warming it up. Now one thing you have to remember, if you decide to get some and try it, you don't want to get your heat tool too close to it because you will scorch it. And I mean, it's no big deal, but you don't want to scorch your stuff. And then you can take it and do this with it. Now, if I was to leave it just like that, it would literally look like a corkscrew if I let it dry like that. But like you could put it here. You could take it and wrap it around a glass, as you can see from me just doing that right there. You could make all kinds of things with it. It's like the best. It's the best of the best. All right, let me get this little lady pushed down here. I redid my fireplace, just a basic plain fireplace mantle, and I put some of their elegant pieces on it and made it look vintage. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to do the sides with you guys. We're just going to add our pigment to this. Otherwise, it would take another hour. And this way you get the full of what I'm going to do. And then take my little paintbrush, spritz it with water, and clean up my excess paint that's sitting there that we don't want. Yeah, I learned that in one of my groups, Greg, from a lady named Carrie, I can't remember her last name, Greenfield or something. I don't know. She's from the UK, and she's part of the crew. So she comes in and she shows us how to do different things that she does because she likes making her own picks and things like that as well. But she's amazing to me. I have a lot of respect for her because I don't, should I say this or not? All right, let me get another Q-tip. I just want to dry up some little spots. And she's ready. She's ready for the next step of her beauty. So she's been stained. Normally, I'll show you what she normally comes like. And I'm going to put a piece here. I'm not sure which one. This is a thought to just put one piece in between or to go all the way around. And honestly, I think I like that. Just putting one little piece like that on the side instead of putting it all the way down across. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to use these two pieces for that. But again, I'm going to do that after. And we're just going to put the pigment on right now so y'all can see how pretty it's going to look when she's finished. Now, this is my question for everybody. And whoever says it first is who's going to get what I want to do or what I'm thinking of doing. Because I want this to have an elegant look to it for whatever I do. I'm thinking of painting all the black gold. Something totally different. All right, so here's my pigment. I might need to make some more. Let me see how soft this is. I might need to make some more. Flat brush. I swear I could be having all my paintbrushes clean and I'll still not have the one I really want. All right, so give me another one. All right, so it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of thickened itself. Okay, so when my pigment gets a bit thick, not like I want it to be that thick. Oh, that's what I did yesterday. I had it super thick. Okay. I'm like, why are you so thick? All right, so this is what I do. I'll take a little extra of the medium. This is their medium. I use it for decoupaging. And I use it for sealing stuff. And I just add a little squirt to it. And then stir it up. Now, if it's super, super thick, it should soften it. And it is. You see that? See what it's doing to it? It like made it fresh all over again for me. See that? See that, everybody? Now, there's a little bit here, but oops, I made a mess. I don't personally think I'm going to need more than that. So I'm just going to put this to the side for now. And since I did make a mess, I'm going to put you there and fold you over. All right, so this is lemon gold. This is the way it comes when you get it. It's less than $20 or about 20 bucks. But one of these containers, and I'm not lying to you, God is my witness, it lasted me 2 years. I'm not kidding either. And partially because I don't use it every single day. You know, it's not one of those things that you have to use every single day. All right, so when I put my pigment on, I'm not going to go like this with my paintbrush. I'm going to go sideways with it. And I need to go this way too. All right, let's put you there. I use a flat brush. Again, I don't do it this way. Why? Because it's going to go through every single little crevice, and I don't want that. I only want the top portions of it that are raised to be enhanced with whatever I'm doing, adding the pigment or painting, whatever, depending on what I'm doing with it. And then I just brush it lightly. Then when I know it's gone, my paintbrush is empty, I just flip it over. Okay, so now I don't have any at all. So I'll go back to my lid because I always tap it on my lid. You see, this is why it lasts so long, because you're hardly touching it. You're barely using it. But to me, for 40 bucks to get the medium and then this, it's worth it to me. For it to last that long and allow me to put it on anything and make it something else look more beautiful, it's worth it to me. See that? Now she really looks elegant. You see that, everybody? She's beautiful. I love it. And what a look. Totally different. So again, I'm going to flip her. See if I messed it up now. Nope, and I can tell because nothing's going on my paper towel. And my framing is raised a tiny bit. So I'm going to do the same thing. It's kind of like, think about dry brushing. It's kind of like the same concept where you're just putting a little bit. All right, now what I'm doing is taking the little corner part of the brush and just painting those tiny little balls that are at the end. And I want them to stand out a little bit more. And I could just use a smaller paintbrush, a tiny one. But I'm okay with this. You kind of have to decide like which one you really want to use, you know, to do whatever you're doing. There she is. Is that not beautiful? It's so different. So different. And it just raised the elegance of her that much more. So instead of putting the piece all the way across, I am going to put these right here just to give it a different look. So it's not the same all the way around. You got a full piece and then a short piece. And I really like it. And since there's only 2 left of these guys, I think that'll work. I mean, I have another pack. I could go through and do it, but I think that is better. So if you like it, it's woodubend $21.69. Remember, you get 2 with it. I don't know what the price is, everybody. Sorry. But if you go into my link tree or you go into whatever, you'll be able to see what it is. Okay, so this is my thought. Before I let everybody go, this is my thought right now. I want to paint just this. As I said, I want it to have an elegant look. So what did I do with that paintbrush? Here it is, my little guy. And what I want to do is paint it with my pigment. Paint it with the pigment. So, just to give you guys a little look, let's get rid of this. No more stain. We don't need that. We don't need the glue. Scoot everybody over a bit here. We don't need you. We just want the pigment. And I'll have to make more to do this, and I should have used a smaller paintbrush too, but that's okay. And if I do this, and I just thought of it, I'm going to have to do this with, what do you call it, with Slick Stick from Dixie Belle, and then paint it gold, because It's got that slick surface, and it lets me paint it with it, but it doesn't, if that makes sense. But I definitely like it with the pigment on it and with it being gold. But give me your opinion, everybody, okay? So everybody, if you really like the gold, throw me some hearts. And if you don't, of course you're not going to throw me nothing. But you see that? Can you see that gold everywhere, or should I leave it black? That's my question. Should I leave it black or go gold all over where the black is? And I am going to use it for a fall arrangement. But like I said, I want it to be elegant. But no matter what, I love it. I love the box. I just love how it turned out. You see that? It's beautiful. And I think the gold trim will make the rest of it, enhance it even more. So, you guys all have a blessed weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks everybody on YouTube for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It's called woodubend. I will send you my link, Leo, and so you can go through and take a peek at all of it, okay? Have a wonderful weekend.